This episode is brought to you by the Thrive Tribe. Check it out at chasingbrighter.com/Thrive Tribe. I did want to talk about, we saw the Minecraft movie. Did you guys go see the Minecraft
No, we
movie?
haven't yet. I hear so many great
It
reviews
was
on
so
it.
good. My older
Okay.
two were like, we're never going. It's stupid and we're never going. And so then I was like, I wanted to get tickets and they were like, no. And then Dominic was like, I'm going with my friends. Peace out. Bye. And he went to go see the movie. He said it was better than he thought. And Justin was being sketchy. And we found this like bootleg copy and we're laughing so hard. And we start watching it. And I don't know how your kids are, but Kelly, you and I, we're Gen X. Like we can see something pixelated. Would that bother you if it was a little pixelated every once in a while if you're watching uh
No,
so they
I
were
don't
like,
think so.
we can't see. And they were like hysterical. I was like, dude, we're growing up. You had a TV that was like 5 inches big and you were all crowded around trying to watch a TV, like an 8-bit. So it wasn't
Yes.
bothering us. And they were so precious. And so we're like, never mind. So I got tickets. I took Gabby and Gio, and Gabby was like, we're going on a Saturday night, Mom. Teens are going to be there. It's being horrible. Have you heard about this throwing popcorn thing?
Yeah. Did they do that?
So everyone throws popcorn. That's what they're saying. They did it when Dominic and his friends went. They got the last row, and they said everyone's throwing popcorn and like screaming the whole movie. So Gabby's, I can't believe you're doing it. I was like, they do it. I'm just gonna stand up and I'm gonna be like, did you just throw popcorn at me? No, no one did it. It was mainly parents. There was no like unattended teens. And Gabby saw these three
Okay.
preteen girls walk in, and she goes, they're gonna be a problem, Mom. And so they just knew some of the parts of the movie and yelled it out during the movie and were like giggling. But I was laughing hysterically. Gabby said I was the only one laughing. There was a lot of elevated humor and jokes for adults in our generation that I
Uh-huh.
don't think you have to know Minecraft
To
to
like
enjoy the
get.
movie.
Uh-huh.
So that was really fun. And we were spontaneous. We just went, like I said, we just got tickets. I took Gabby and Gio and we had a good time.
I love that. Kids have some time off coming up. That's something we need to put in our to-dos.
Yeah.
It's been go, go, go for us because whether it's like the lake house and like speeding to get out there and spending as much time as we can out there to start doing projects on there. And then like at home, it's like running from sport to sport. And so it's been really busy, but also like we like our downtime, Jess. Like we like when there's nothing to do. And this past weekend was the first weekend we had nothing to do. And it's funny because I have a lot of friends who just like to are okay with filling up their schedule with all of these activities.
Yeah.
And I think I like to be home. I feel like I've created a space that I wanna be home right now to just give it some attention, and I wish I could be going out and about because I do love being out and about too.
Where are you at the lake house? Have you removed all the wallpaper?
I have 1 room left,
Mhm.
which is the toilet room,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do that this weekend.
Okay.
I have to rent the wallpaper thing for that, and then I will be done with that. I believe that our painter is painting this week for the rest of the room, so that'll be the last room that
Is
we
that
have.
all that's done then? Painting and then
All that needs to be
furnishing?
done or
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Like,
exactly, exactly.
so
Yeah.
that's the last big thing. And then when will furniture be delivered?
Between mid-May and mid-June.
Wow. So does she have everything? Does your decorator have it all ready?
Yeah, and, some of it's ready to ship. There's, like, a handful of items that weren't available till, like, end of May, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
The other thing is so the place we ordered from, Furnitureland South, is known for whole home furnishings, but when I filled in, they were like, We're ready to schedule your delivery," and when I completed it, it was like, "Do Is the home accessible via tractor trailer?" Tractor trailer just means, sorry, people might know this, but I didn't, which they show a picture because they were like, "What's this?" And you hit the little question mark. A giant semi with a trailer.
Okay. Yeah.
There's no way you can access our house with that. Our wooded driveway is very zigzaggy, and it's zigzaggy because of giant trees. There's no way a tractor trailer could fit in that. There's a service road in the back, but it's like part gravel, part dirt, and I don't think that would support it either. So I'm not sure how they plan to deliver it, but they've done this before, right? And we paid for white glove for this whole thing, so these people are gonna figure this out.
There's a service
There's like a
entrance.
back road, yeah, because the house has a private driveway, but there are 2 roads on either side that are, let's say, I don't know, 50 yards away, 25 yards away, and one of them, there's maybe like a man-made driveway or something to get to it. So, I don't know, we'll have to sort through that. There's just a
Why do
lot
you
of
think they couldn't
things
go on the man-made driveway? I'm just curious. I don't really know anything of this.
because the side road on that is very narrow, and we're talking about a 30, I don't know how many feet trailer. What is
Mhm.
that? Probably
Mhm.
60-foot trailer. I just don't think there's any way they could access from that road. Like, we're off a highway or
Yeah.
county road, which is straight, but then all these other roads are really
So you have
windy.
to ask them what the alternative plan is?
I don't know, I just said no on the survey. So, I guess they figure out how to work. Because I was
Um,
thinking, like, people who live in,
Reasonable.
like, mountainous roads or they're used to figuring that out.
I
We'll see.
love watching the show Building Off the Grid. Have you ever
Mhm.
seen that show? And, like, in Alaska, they literally have a tiny plane that they were bringing wood in 10 planks at a time. Or, like, people that you don't
Yeah.
think about that when this one people I think they're building, like, a yurt, but it's I wouldn't have thought about that if I were choosing that sounds really stupid, but, "Oh, I'm gonna live off the grid, this is where I'm gonna live." I wouldn't think, "Oh, can a trailer come through to deliver what I need?" I wouldn't think that, so that's
No, I
fascinating.
totally agree. I love watching those shows. The one I, like, love binging is Buying Alaska, where it's
Mhm.
people who are coming from the lower 48 and want to be homesteaders, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Yay, no electricity, outhouse outside for our toilet. Yay, we love it, it's so rustic." And then it'll be like, "But there's no dishwasher." There's something
Yeah.
but it's cool some of these people and, like, what they choose and how remote things are.
Uh, yeah.
It's
Well, that'll be
fascinating.
I feel like that came together really fast. When did you close on this house? In February?
Yeah.
That's really fast. Have it furnished by
I
May?
don't know, I feel like I wish it could have been done faster. In fact, like, when we were working with the designer, we were like, "We need everything that has to be all in stock items," and then somehow she deviated from that. But then I'm like, sometimes most of the time I've ordered stuff, I don't know about you, but if I've ordered furniture, most of the time it comes in earlier than it says.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
There's
Yes.
one thing I ever ordered that took longer than what I expected. So, I'm hoping that means that things are going to come in earlier, and then we can get that the sooner we get that set up, the faster we can start making some money and start renting this thing out in some ways if we're
Yeah.
able to do that.
How
So,
many weeks a year do you wanna rent it out?
half, if we can, that's the goal. But we'll see. We'll see if we can really, the idea is to cash flow it in a way that we can enjoy it ourselves too. We'll see. It's a business venture for us. We just have to see
So
how
if
this
you
goes.
wanted to go if it's a business venture and you had in your head like, "Oh my gosh, I wanna go there August 15th," but somebody reached out and was like, "I wanna stay there," would you, like, would rent it out before your own desires?
I don't know. I think that's a great question. At this point, I don't know because it depends on how much of the summer we will have been able to enjoy it ourselves.
Yeah.
The other thing is our first summer of it, and it's not like we are gonna go out and buy a jet ski and a boat and all the things, right? Like, we don't have any more resources to do that. So we need to start generating some income so we
You're
can buy more
going
things.
there every time you've gone there, you've had to work, and I wonder I know obviously it's a lake house and you want to enjoy lake things, but it just sounds so cozy. Do you think because it seems so drivable back and forth, that's something where you can just go run and escape to once it's furnished, that will just be relaxing, it seems to me to unplug, even though I know you have really good Wi-Fi, but that you could go and unplug and just
100%. I think like an overnight, it's 2.5 hours.
mm,
So an overnight is definitely doable. But it's hard now because it's so wonderful and so cozy, but there is like zero furniture except for
yeah,
camping chairs and a folding table and
mm,
inflatable beds. I just can't wait to get to a point where we can really enjoy it. But just the wildlife, I think just staring out,
yeah,
just the ability to really disconnect. It's like any of us where we all are surrounded by some beautiful, like, nature options, and just being in those places is so calming,
mm,
and I need to do that even when I'm here in the city more.
yeah, find
Like,
more
you're a
creative
short
ways.
drive to some mountainous areas?
Yeah, Mount Charleston's 45 minutes. I love northern Arizona. That's more of a drive, but I love
Hmm.
that area. We also Utah is super easy. There's areas in Utah. I have a lot of people have cabins in Utah here.
You'll find that will you find your way around all those in the next couple of weeks with some of the baseball stuff going on, or do you have any big tournaments coming up that you guys have to travel to? Or you'll find out 24 hours in advance?
Well, the cool thing about baseball is so big in Vegas that the tournaments are always huge, and so we don't travel as much for baseball.
Okay,
But in the summer, we will
okay.
be traveling, and I'm trying to it's the same story as always, I believe I've shared, but my son Dominic plays on the 14, 16, and 18, and so Justin's like, "Okay." I talked to the coach. He's just gonna play 18s this summer. Great, what's the schedule? And then if 16s need him, and then I'm like, I stop listening. I'm like, yeah, because I would love Gabby isn't obviously playing, so our whole summer opened up. And for Dominic, I would love to just have a set schedule. Like these are the
Yeah.
tournaments we're gonna go. But when he
Yes.
plays for the other teams, then it's no, he's definitely on the 18s, but he's gonna play with the 16s. I don't know, because he was gonna be on the 16s, but now they said the 16s is full and the 18's an outfielder. So I'm trying to get that pinned down. But usually it's Phoenix and California. And the California ones have been nice because they're like, I can't think of where literally they are, but Huntington Beach is right there. And like Huntington Beach is one of my favorite
Oh, I love
beaches to
that.
go to. And
Yeah.
so I do like that. But no, we haven't pinned down any summer travel yet, but I'm sure we'll be traveling. But like you said, enjoying your downtime, like we're always so burnt out and tired. It's been really nice.
Yes.
We had 2 weekends with no tournaments, and that's been really awesome.
Yeah, that is really great. I actually did just email, like, the club baseball, because I haven't seen any schedule for the summer, and that would be nice to know, especially even if Wes comes out to play baseball. If he does, I don't know. Is
Yeah.
there a 14U summer team too, or just 18? Based on what you're, because you said 16 is full.
So Dominic's on the 16U, but here they black out for high
Okay, for
school
high school.
baseball.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why he's been playing 14U because 14U still
Okay.
plays. And then I guess there's a really big roster. And because Dominic can and has, like last summer, he played 18s. So they're like, we just want him on the 18s.
Okay.
And then just was, unless the 16s need him. But anyways, 18s is nice because it's like what Gabby does, it showcases. And so it's just a little bit different because a lot of times in a showcase, there's not a winner. Oh, okay, I played 2 days Saturday, I played 2 days Sunday. Like nothing's left in the air. Your schedule, we fly in, whatever we drive there, we go, we play these games, we go
Uh-huh.
home.
Okay. Yeah.
There's no bracket. And so anyway, so he's gonna do the 18s. And so that will be interesting. I'll have to ask about Wes because they were thinking the other way that Dominic and Wes would play 16s and 18s is super full. So that'll be interesting. I also, that's why with this team and with Justin, I just roll my eyes. I love the coaches. I love the team, but that's it. It's just super fluid. And there is something to be nice about Gabby having a coach that's been coaching for 20 plus years. These are the tournaments we go to. This is what we do. You know what I mean? The schedule's already out for the summer. It doesn't deviate. This is everything. This is the way it is. It's set in stone, the end. Goodbye. So sometimes that's nice.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's just nice to be able to plan accordingly.
Yeah.
Beckett, we have all of his summer scheduled for his soccer games set up. So
Yeah.
I just want to know what we're
yeah,
looking at
some
for.
programs do that. By the way, I'm chugging my protein today. Only what you need, 32-gram protein. So if you have to have plant-based protein. I woke up really hungry this morning. I never wake up hungry. So just trying to get my protein in.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I just renewed my subscription. Actually, I just got my new replacement for a collagen, and I flip back and forth, but the Warrior Strong Wellness beef broth collagen is so great, and it's got a lot of protein in it. And that plus my like a protein bar this morning
Yeah.
was definitely how I got my protein.
Getting
So,
all the proteins in.
yep.
All
All
right.
right.
Yep. Have a good one.
Thanks for listening today. Don't forget to subscribe so you can hear our latest episodes as soon as they drop.
If you loved today's episode, share with a friend. Find us on Instagram, Facebook at Chasing Brighter, or check out our blog at chasingbrighter.com and follow us. If you want to know more about Kelly and I, read our blogs, find more tips, tools, and resources, check that out at chasingbrighter.com. Thanks. Remember, your best life is just a listen away.